The digital Iron Dome was always doomed to fail because it depended on an older media architecture, one in which information travelled outwards from institutions and the public received it as completed narrative. Television could be managed, newspapers could be briefed, radio could be steered, politicians could be bought to ensure all of that gets put into law. The rhetoric of security could be repeated without immediate contradiction. The audience was downstream from the state. The state could speak first, therefore. The digital Iron Dome was built to preserve that picture. It was built on the belief that whoever speaks first defines what is real. That world ended the moment the footage was able to travel faster than the explanation could, as social media permits. Gaza had its own camera network, its own upload channels, its own translators, its own amplification structures. The record outran the narrative. So the digital Iron Dome was built to contain narrative disruption. It was not built to contain evidence. Once the evidence circulated faster than the justification, the sequence reversed. The state no longer spoke first, it spoke after. Instead of setting the narrative, it was making excuses. The state continued issuing statements. The phrases remained consistent. Precision strikes, humanitarian corridors, necessary operation, Hamas targets, civilian deaths regretted. The terminology did not change because it was not designed to respond to the record. It was designed to precede it. The statements became exposed as templates. They could be applied to any event before the event was known, and it's why their excuses sound so tired now, because they literally are broken records. The template revealed the structure revealed the intent. The digital Iron Dome was not an information defense system, it was a narrative autopilot. As the footage accumulated, the narrative autopilot continued. The gap became visible. The public inside Israel saw both, official statements and unmediated footage, words that no longer described what the screen displayed, public polling reflecting the gap. Not a collapse into opposition, not a sudden ideological shift, but a measurable decline in belief that official statements correspond to reality, though. When belief in the state's description of reality declines, then the digital Iron Dome does not just weaken, it completely collapses. The polling does not record the cause. It does not register things like anger or grief or dissent. It records only trust. Trust is the precondition for propaganda to function. Propaganda is not the lie. Propaganda is the assumption that the speaker is entitled to be believed. When the entitlement collapses, the message just becomes noise.